Hey guys, it's Grimner here today, and I am back with some expedition logbook stuff. More specifically, it's going to be a tier list. I know, it's crazy. People hate other people making tier lists and stuff, but I just decided that this is a really good way how to show some people what things to pick. So the first one is going to be chests in your logbooks, and the second one is going to be remnants, remnant modifiers more specifically, which is sometimes what people struggle with. I see some people from my friend list telling me that they are not making as much money as I am, like half of it. And then I ask them to join them, or they can stream how they do their logbooks, and I usually see them picking the wrong remnants and stuff like that. I can't speak because, yeah, I already recorded this, but my microphone was on, so that's great. Off, that is. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's just start this. I will do this one pretty quickly because I think most things are pretty self-explanatory. I will only comment on the ones that are kind of maybe you could raise your eyebrow to what I've chosen. Abyss C, solid B early on the first week, but now it's a C. This is going to be one of those where it's maybe gonna surprise you. Armor in the last slot, I would say, but yeah, these are actually a B tier. I would say maybe even weapon, jewelry, A tier, but let's just keep them there. Synth items, fractured items, good eye level. You can get some really good stuff there, and you will, not constantly, but you will quite often get like 1 to 2x bases. And sometimes if you get lucky with like Imperial Claws or something with fractures, you can make like 20, 30, 50x or more. So these are actually pretty good. I would tell anyone to chase them really in their logbooks. Not like super S tier chase, but like they're good. Solid pick. Blight is trash. Don't bother, don't pick it ever. If you can avoid it, just don't pick it. It doesn't drop anything. It just drops like 2 clear oils. I've run about 800 of these logbooks this league only, and the best things I've gotten from it is a couple of times I got black oils. It's terrible. They just overtuned it, nerfed it to the ground, so don't bother. C tier for breach, I think don't have to explain anything. Same here. Obviously S tier currency. This is why you're here, outside of the coins. X shards, X drops, chaos mostly, just really good stuff. Delhi, also kind of like Abyss, is C tier. Early on it's a B tier because of the jewels. Divs, I like them. A, just get a bunch of stack decks and divination cards, sometimes something good as well, so good stuff. Essence is too cheap this league to really go for it, but it's okay. Pick them up. They will be useful to you at some point. We are talking about Black Scythe here, so I would say it's a C or even D for the actual expedition artifact boxes. Because with 2 yen you don't really need to farm the artifacts, you will just get enough of them. At least if you don't buy the coins. If you want to buy the coins, then feel free, it's an S tier. Same goes with all the other, not all, with Danig and Rog. That's an S tier for them, but here it's a D tier, I would say. Just don't pick them at all. No need for it. Fossils, solid C. Nah, actually B tier. It's decent. They drop pretty rare fossils sometimes, and very often they drop like what I would say is like a mid-tier fossils like Shuddering and the attribute ones, all of that. It's just really solid. Fragments, they shouldn't be here, obviously. They're just sack frags. If they would drop the Rage and all those stuff, they don't. So they do, but very rarely. So it's a D tier. Gems, C tier. You would think it might be decent, but no, it just drops you like maybe 1 plus 20 gem, like 20% gem. I would say A tier for the Harby stuff, X shards, ancient shards, even whole ancient orbs. And this is one of the few ones that actually goes up on the rankings the longer the league goes because of ancient orb costs and exalt. Ritual, no, that's not really ritual, that's heist. Heist's a C. If you do heist yourself, it's a B, of course, but I would say it's a C. It's decent, but it's not really, I don't chase it at all. Maps, I will put it in C as well. Not too great. Map sustain these days is too good. Don't really need to care about it. Metamorph, actually a high B tier. Very good. You get lots of catalysts. Really awesome. Actually, kind of, yeah, I'll put it in A. That's right, really nice. The random reward obviously is just middle of the pack. It's okay. Whatever. Ritual, it's a C. It's useful if you run ritual at any point. If you run these logbooks. At some point, if you just check your stash, you will have like 50 of the ritual thingies. I don't remember what they're called. Talisman, obviously, S tier. It's just the best one. Like, thank God that Chris is really going for this, because talismans are just amazing. Probably the best thing that has ever happened in PoE. And then we have uniques, which is just going to be a B. Maybe it's even lower, but it's like a low B tier. Maybe like mid B tier, something like that. Okay, talismans, just get off. No, I can't remove it. Fuck. Yeah, so that's it. There's only one S tier for now. But yeah, I think this is a pretty decent estimation of what it should be, what you pick and what you don't. And the next one, this is the kind of big one, but also I will try to go through some of these faster. There are a few, as you see, like the oil, catalysts, incubators, all that stuff. I have only one, even though there's one that is from chests and from monsters. Just assume that the chest one is one tier lower than the monster one. I will be talking about the monster one in general. The chest one is usually one tier lower, or even two, because it's not as good, as you are mostly just going for the runic monsters, not chests. So the first one, again, Abyssal Jewels. Yeah, that's a D tier. So it's an E tier from chests. Just pointless in general. Early league may be better, but whatever. Additional armor. Actually, from monsters, yes, it's an A tier. It's an A tier. Same as with the chests, I have recently discovered that it is actually very good, and you should go for it. Artifacts from chests, that is amount of artifacts. For Black Scythe, it's a C tier, and it's just average, you know. Same with the monster ones. It's just okay, it's a passive amount, and you know, it's not bad. You don't really need them too much, but it's fine. Catalysts, B, it's a B tier. Catalysts are good, pretty expensive, some of them, so, and you will need a lot of them if you do anything in the game, probably. Corrupted items, for me, it is an F tier, and for me, the F tier here means that I literally avoid it. I will not pick it at all, just because of the risk of fucking up good items, and I don't care about the 1/6 link that I will get every 3 logbooks. I don't care really. It's just gonna be one divine, who cares. 50% currency items from chests. It's a B. It's not as good as the monster one. The runic monster one is an S tier. Yeah, it's an S tier. You can get multiple X drops from it, a bunch of X shards, you can get chaos. It's just pretty good. 10% div card, D. Just because of the 10%, it's like most of the cards that you will drop obviously will be pretty trash, and 10% to get trash from a chest or a monster, no thanks. Duplicate runic monsters, that's a first S tier that is always, I can't stress this enough, if you see this and maybe you're already halfway done with setting up your explosives, just go back, go straight to this, and then go on with your explosives. Do not touch your logbook if you have this and it's not the first thing that you have picked. I don't care where it is on the logbook, just go straight for it. It's just amazing, it's really good. Currency items from Runic, maybe lower. Let's keep it at A for now, high A. So, enchanted item, E. I won't avoid it, but it's the last thing I will pick. Essence, actually decent, as it's 35%. I would say C. So from chest it's like D or E. Increased experience, I don't care. E, whatever. Logbooks are not for XP farming anyway. 10% fossil, that's a D. Like most of the 10% ones will be in D. Fractured item, S tier. Don't need to explain, I think. Fractured items can be really, really expensive. I just take them. From chests it's maybe an A tier, but from monsters it's an S tier, 100%. Gems, this one's actually okay comparing to the gem chest, because this one quite often will drop you like empowers, enlightens, all that stuff. So it's a B tier. Incubators, I literally avoid them because I hate picking them up. I don't. It's actually okay, but I just don't pick them up. I don't care. Influenced, it's an A. Early league, it's an S. It's like better than fractured, because early on, obviously, high level influenced items are really expensive, and you can drop like all kinds of crazy stuff there. So yeah, that's an A tier. Additional jewelry also goes here. A tier, good stuff. Same as with the chests. Items are fully linked. That's an E tier. For some reason, logbooks don't drop very many 6-socket items, I've noticed. Like, I see them very rarely. Comparatively to like mapping or whatever. It's probably because of this mod. It's just so you wouldn't get uncorrupted 6 links, like sometimes maybe like 10 in one logbook or something. So it's not good. 50% more magic monsters. That's an S tier. Just pick it. Don't ask why. It's just good, obviously. 20% to drop a map. It's a C. It's okay. It is okay. It's not great, but it's fine. Oils, D. It also pretty much always drops you shitty oils, so don't really chase it. It's not gonna drop you like a bunch of gold oils. It doesn't happen. Pack size, of course, that's after the duplicate runic monster is the best one. Well, not the best one actually. This one is the best one. 40% quantity of items from monsters. That is what gives you the coins, the coin drops, and obviously other items. But that is the main thing, is that for the coins, you want to pick this before your boss. I usually go through the whole logbook if I have a boss, and I pick up all of these, all of them. Well, if I can run the map, obviously, with those. Quant from chests, it's good, but you kind of have to force running the really good chests. Like you have to run the currency, divs, Harvey stuff, all of these. If you force pretty much all of them on the map, and maybe even have the double items from chests mod on the logbook itself, it's an A, I guess. It's not an S tier for me, at least. I don't chase chests as much. Rare monsters, S tier. Of course, 300% rarity. Why not? It's a C tier, I would say. It's a C. It's pretty decent, but it's not gonna get you 10 headhunters a day, so don't chase it too much. Sack frags, obviously E tier. Sometimes I even literally avoid it just so it wouldn't show up on my loot filter. I should just turn it off, but whatever. Yeah, it's an E tier. It's useful sometimes, but yeah, whatever. Scarabs from chests. That is an A tier. Scarabs from runic monsters is an S tier, of course. These don't spawn. Some of them don't spawn on all maps. Like this one's on the kind of beach map. The oils is like on underground. This one's like in the mountains. So there's different stuff. Shards. Currency shards actually pretty bad. I would put it at D. Usually you won't even see it because it's not going to show up on your filter. Simulacrum splinters, also like E, just drops one splinter from a runic, so I don't think I have to explain much there. Valuable gem. That is a C or B. This also drops some pretty good gems, but yeah, you shouldn't chase it too much. Just because of the 10%, it's not super crazy. But in some cases, you can get like 40-50% together. Then it's pretty good. I've had logbooks where I've gotten 2 like empowers in one or 2 enlightens in one map. Just, I know it's from this one mod. An additional weapon is also going to be an A, just because of the synth weapons and fractured weapons. So yeah, this is about it. I know there's quite a lot on the top tier, but that is how it should be. As you know, there are quite a lot of modifiers. I hope I didn't skip any. I ran like 10 different logbooks right before I did this, wrote everything down. I hope there is nothing that I missed. But either way, I think all the main things are here. So I would say these ones are, this is like what you kind of run for, just like straight up. This is just, it's like, yeah, I might change my path a little bit for these. They are just, yeah, I will always pick them if it's in my way. These are like, nah, okay. And these are like ones that I sometimes even actively choose to avoid. Not like XP, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, like the corrupted ones, not great. Oh, and yeah, the more rare monsters, magic monsters, and what else? Duplicate runic monsters was, yeah, I think it was. That is the negative side of the modifier. So you will get actually these with one of the other mods. So there's literally no reason why you should not pick them. So yeah, that's about it. I think my next thing will be about synthesis maps. I am running a ton of them. I'm kind of like half done probably. So in a few days you can wait on a video coming out about those. And after that I will probably keep on doing some expedition stuff. I have been running Danig, Rog, all of those things. Got like 2 Mage Bloods from Gwennen already, and it's all good stuff. I will probably make some more videos on all that stuff, explaining how to do all the other expedition, well, NPCs, whatever. So yeah, I hope this helps. I will leave links down below the video to my exact tier lists, so you can save them, and I will also probably leave a link to the tier lists themselves so you can make your own and maybe like send it to your friends or do something with them. I don't know, set it up for yourself. But yeah, it's been real good with you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.